I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women and everybody. I'll just give you a big fat kiss.
The craziest people in all of America are in the Bronx and all of Florida, and every other day, if not every day, I get proven right about this assessment now.
What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas. I made guys some I'll Be There news, and we got to talk about something. We got to talk about the culture. Yeah, the culture that you bring up every time something bad happens, every time something weird happens, every time something strange go down. We got to talk about the culture. Why? Because the culture leads to bad things. Because the culture led to, by this TMZ report right here, shocking surveillance video allegedly shows the moment an 11-year-old youth football player shot two of his teammates during an altercation at a practice in Florida. Yes, Florida is crazy. That is the bio in this thing. But it's also culture. We got to talk about breaking down the culture and what's wrong with our culture. Because I got a lot to say on this, and I want y'all to understand. We about to get into it. So let's go watch this 30-second clip, and then we're going to watch CNN after TMZ. So shout out to TMZ, shout out to CNN. We're going to learn more about the story, what happened, and maybe we can give some of this culture some excuses. You got to give them excuses. Let's go watch. This is 11-year-olds, by the way. So he went to it. I want y'all to understand. He went to the car. These are little kids, by the way. These are pee-wee football players. This black one can't really see. Everybody's looking at it. Secondly, you can see a woman grab the firearm from the kid's grasp before appearing to chastise him in front of him. So that's weird. Somebody money according to court, they have at 8:20 p.m. at Northwest Creational football field in Apopka. After the 11-year-old and two other 13-year-old football players had gotten into an argument, they said when the child fired off the single shot, it hit the others, catching one in the upper body while clipping another in the arm. So you see his mom actually got him, put him in the car, chastised him. Both boys are expected to recover from their injuries, thank God. A surprising revelation considering how frantic a woman was in a 9/11 call placed just seconds after the shot went off. Y'all see what happened? Y'all see what's going on? So let's go read the whole report. Let's try to get some information. Here we go again. An 11-year-old accused of shooting two teens at a football practice arrested on attempted murder charge. So he got the charges. An 11-year-old youth football player has been arrested on suspicion of shooting and wounding two fellow players at practice in Florida on Monday night, authorities said. That child shot two 13-year-old boys on a recreation complex in Apopka, just outside of Orlando, after a fight between them during a football practice. Apopka police Mike McKinley told reporters. One teenager was treated at a hospital and released, and the other was being treated Tuesday, the chief said. One had a wound on his arm and the other in the torso. The 11-year-old took a gun from his mother's car where the weapon was in an unlocked box, the chief said. The child fired a shot that hit both teens, McKinley said. The police were called to the complex, and the 11-year-old was booked into a juvenile assessment center on a preliminary charge of second-degree attempted murder. Authorities was looking into whether adults will be charged. McKinley, the video showed the teen were running when the gun was fired. The gun was legally owned, McKinley said. Investigators don't know what led to the fight between the youth. Again, one thing we got to talk about is keep your guns in check. Don't put it in no box. Don't put it into some easy access, because kids, we gonna get into culture in a minute. It's a hope that the 11-year-old gets the assistance he needs, and he makes sure that isn't a resolution for the rest of his life, McKinley said. He's 11. He has a long life ahead of him. There's no doubt that he can turn things around. Apopka Pop Warner released a statement saying the group was deeply saddened by this event, and our thoughts and prayers with the family. Now let's talk. Now. Let's get into what we're here for. The culture. Let's talk about the culture. In this culture, we say, excuse me, sir, to a white male if he come by her. Excuse me, ma'am, to a white woman. And you say, move to a black person, and don't even speak to a black woman. We gotta talk about this culture thing, because the culture is messed up. The culture ain't fully our fault. I'm not gonna say the culture is fully our fault. You give people, every time somebody grows, you decide to destroy the infrastructure, manipulate, cheat, and steal from it. Every time they get a chance to grow and create atmospheric things. And when I say atmospheric, I mean higher ups. In which, okay, well, y'all can rap, y'all make a lot of money in rap, but let's just give you a loan system that's like highly predatory. Let's make every rapper basically just a front for the system that we have made. Let's do all these things. That's the culture. That's the culture made. And then that culture is popularized. And then you get gang culture, and all of a sudden it's revered in society today. And the society makes it so revered that all of a sudden we all want to be a part of it, right? Someone disrespecting you, have to pop off, right? You don't take disrespect. Who takes disrespect? Not in this hood, not in my culture. You don't talk crazy to me. I go get my gun and take care of y'all. Running my entire life and probably going to jail, giving them a pipeline system to which they can make profit off of, in which multiple people in my ilk would be in jail. But hey, who cares, right? Money. It's about money. I don't even hate capitalism. I just want you to know that the system allows, capitalism do allow for said system to be made. So your broken home, your broken rappers influence you, give them a correct system, right? That's the culture. That's the culture. That's the culture in a nutshell. That's me explaining you the culture from a higher up standpoint. Not you, not from our perspective on the ground, in which we see you said culture is destructive and the only way to get money, because we live in areas that everybody move out of, they do the violence, which is like a circular movement that keeps happening over and over. We be violent because of what we see on TV and what we experience in our culture. We see violence, so we be violent. That's the way to get money, because you ain't getting money because the violence led to this circle, not having jobs in your area, which leads to a constant circle of not having jobs, violence, no jobs, violent, no job, violent, no job, violent. And now you got what you got. And then till they gentrify it, of course, and they kick you out, and then you don't realize you never owned that neighborhood, that block that you claimed so long, that everybody, you'll never come on this block. They gentrify it, put nice little shops there, and everybody kicked out because your rent gets so high that you have to move to even poorer area, and now you're with that person that you hated 6 months ago. That's our culture. I'm just explaining culture to you, just so you can understand it, and then why it's called the trap. Once you realize it's a trap, people can make the excuse that they can't blame you, because now you know it's a trap, but you still participate in said trap, but you know nothing else. Florida is absolutely crazy because this happens in Jacksonville, and this is Apopka. I think that's somewhere near Orlando. I'm not quite sure. I remember seeing it. I don't know if it's near Tallahassee or Orlando. It was one of them major cities that I was near. Well, I saw it on the way. Or maybe it's Miami. I don't really remember. So ignore all that. But the ultimate standard I want to keep y'all understanding is the culture don't love you. The culture is not real. It's fabricated. It's a circular system leading to one incident to another incident. And everybody just accept it. It's like, that's who we are. That's who we are. We are part of this culture in which 11-year-old kid will shoot 13-year-old because they argue with him. Not because they bullied him, which is more understandable, even though I don't condone it in that case either. But because they argued with him. He had an argument, and we can't take any signs of disrespect. That ain't the way we raised up where we from. We can't take that. We even though we on the same, it's not even opposing teams, it's the same team. Two older people probably got an argument over some random thing. And like they said, the kid got the whole life ahead of him. He has the whole life ahead of him. I don't think they ever said 11-year-old name. Shout out there, because I don't want to, thank God we didn't get a name. I want to make sure I didn't say it so I can get it out. But again, he has a whole life ahead of him, and he just potentially shot it down. He could have been the next Ocho Cinco. He could have been the next Devin Hester. He could have been the next Tom Brady. He could be next to Cam Newton. I'm just saying, but it goes downhill because somebody disrespect you, right? Now you have something on your record for the rest of your life. Every time you get a job, now you might have to work at the said gas station, and not a nice one, like certain people. You got to work in the ones that ain't got no lights at night. You know what I'm saying? The ones on the street that ran by anybody. I just want y'all to understand what y'all sacrificing for said culture. You sacrificing the potential for your neighborhood to get better. You're making your neighborhood property go down. And when it goes down, it easily bought, and then you kicked out of the same neighborhood that you brought down, and it looks way better than it did when you was there. The same culture that basically puts you in a pipeline to work for free and cheap in the prison says, no, not because you go to the penitentiary. You just in jail for a long time. You have no life. The same system that take fathers from the home. The same culture who revels in all kind of madness and glorifies drug dealing, because of course mainstream glorifies drug dealing in our culture. That's what you see. You see all the coolest people in your culture, all drugs and dealers and all that stuff. Or they taking Molly now and all that stuff. You don't see that? Does that not feel like a trap to you? Does that not feel like this 11-year-old was set up to not take disrespect because he saw it on TV, and the people you see on TV don't take disrespect? And maybe it's not even that he saw it on TV or on the internet. Maybe he saw it in his neighborhood from other kids who saw it on TV on the internet. Where did this culture come from? Says, how does every black culture have the same culture? Maybe it was New York or maybe it was Chicago, but how every black neighborhood, even the ones in Mississippi and Texas and everywhere else who's not from said Chicago and them areas, how does they all have the same culture? Why is everyone similar? How? There's like, you go to each state, Florida, California, they all different, but how come the hood, even though slightly different in ways, still have the similar tropes? You think that's coincidence? Or do you think they got all the people who probably were smart enough to make gangs and put them in jail and leave the ones that kind of maybe lead to said destruction out? No, I'm not a conspiracy theory. You might have a Zell theory, you might have Florida's crazy, you might have everything on this. But I just want you to think about that. I just want to think the price of the culture. That's what this should be called. The price of the culture. And I don't think all black culture is bad. I have a video that I'll probably put at the end about black culture, the YouTube video, and how I think it's actually great. There's a lot of great things in black culture, but I want to talk about this specific aspect of the culture. And I didn't even say black culture. What I meant is rap culture, gang culture. I don't even mean like black culture. So I've been saying the culture the whole time. I don't want y'all to misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm saying rap culture, gang culture, the culture that infiltrates the black culture, a part of the black culture, which is negative. You say part of the black culture. We're not talking about the family reunions, the big family gatherings, all the good times you have. Even though you're poor, you might still have a great time with your aunties and uncles. We ain't talking about that portion, the good part. Or the young lady who became middle school and her mother encouraged her and she still have a social life and friends. We're talking about the rap gang culture that we have created and facilitated. It's not even, I don't even know if it's fully our creation. Maybe we started it, but then maybe it got a little bit of colonized. I just want y'all to think about that. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Y'all see it, I'll be that news. Hit that like button right there. I appreciate y'all, and I want y'all to think with me. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make the culture a little bit better. So let me know in the comments how we can do it, things we can do, everything. I'm out. Peace.
I'll kiss the guys and the beautiful women and everybody. I'll just give you a big fat kiss.
The craziest people in all of America are in the Bronx and all of Florida and every other day, if not every day. I get proven right about this assessment now.